Welcome back. Today we're going to be trying to start and potentially finish building, I don't think we'll finish, my new office. So currently, this room is nothing special, but it will be by the time we're finished. So let's do this. So plan is, big wall at the back. We're going to go for that, slat paneling effect. All right. I really like it. It's been around for a while now, but I like it. I want to get it on that wall. It covers up a multitude of sins as well. So that is just a plasterboard wall. So what I'm going to be doing is just 6mm MDF all the way over it, which is going to be painted black. And then we've got the timber strips on there. You can obviously buy panels pre-made for that, but they're actually really quite expensive. And I'm going to get a lot more job satisfaction out of doing this myself, so why not? And then the rest of the walls, we're going to have to strip that timber off, and then they're all good. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do yet. Maybe do some sort of paneling on there, or I'm not sure, but that will develop as we go. But I need to get this crap out of here in a minute. I've already moved a load of stuff, so I sorted out this little room in here this morning. So I put a bit of worktop in. I had a length of worktop left over from somewhere. It's knackered anyway. Moved all those little tubs up onto the shelf. Got a light in here now. Woohoo. Got some big tubs there, and I've been able to put my scaffolding out the way there. So actually this space is, I can come in here now. And there's loads of bits in here, like these, behind all this, there's all storm glands. These are all basket fittings, different type. These are the hold down clamps. Those are the shell clamps. Stuffing glands, metal conduit boxes, more stuffing glands, some rolls of tapes. I need to sort that out. These are just loose ones. Yeah, loads of stuff. But it's just much more usable space, and it's got a load of stuff out of this room. So I need to clear the rest of that stuff out of the way, and then we can start doing that. So I've already made a start on the paneling. So like I said, I'm going to just build it myself because it's expensive to buy, and I can buy the bits for less, and it's just going to take me a bit of time. So first sheet of MDF over there is cut to size and painted. These have all been stained. So these are 44 by 12mm bits of pine. So stained in a light oak. Lovely. You can see I'm having a clear out. So I'm getting, this is all crap that's got to go. So wood, cardboard, metal. So the metal will just go to the scrap yard, and then yeah, keep sorting it out. But yeah, this plan is, well, I'm not 100% sure what I want to do, but I'm thinking I'm gonna panel the whole of that wall, and then build a desk around here like that. Keep that racking in here with these tools, because these doors are steel, so I'm going to put a new face on these. Keep that new face and fix a deadlock on there so I can lock it basically. And then yeah, maybe have a seat over there or something. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do, but the idea is I can come here and actually work and get my stuff done. And then if I'm working local, I can pop in here and have my lunch. So I might, maybe get like a small second-hand fridge or something in there or whatever, maybe. See how we go. But yeah, and the lighting, I've just got a twin LED strip light at the minute, vaporproof. I think that's going to come down, and we're going to do something nice with lighting in there. Not quite sure what yet. It all depends how much I want to spend, but yeah, let's get cracking and see what we can do in there. Okie dokie. So 2 of the sheets of MDF are up. They're still a little bit wet. I moved them when I wet, hence the black paint all over my hands. But I'm very impatient. Started pinning on the timber. So they're actually pine. They've been stained with a light oak. I think they've come up really well. I've left them short of the floor just so I've got to cut one each and every one individually, and then there'll be a skirting that comes all the way around. So that's fine. I mean, you won't see any of that. It'll be under my desk anyway, but yeah, I'm quite happy. I think it's going to look pretty smart, because I'm going to have the rubber floor will come all the way in, all the way around. I'm going to have to do something with this wall. Not quite sure what yet. That cabinet, I'm thinking of stripping out completely. So this was an old, it's crazy really, because like this, anyone who does anything with panels will know how expensive that panel would have been. That's a 1.4 metre? Hang on, I'm going to measure it because I'm actually interested myself anyway. 1.2? 1.2, so it's a 1.2 metre panel by 700 or 800 with back plate and all that, and it was kitted out for because it's they're IP rated, these boards, these panels. Whoa, it's moving. It was a temporary supply for a job we did. So there's an Eaton distribution board in here. 532 amp sockets it was, and then they had some other stuff coming up in underneath, glanded in the bottom of the board here as well. And it's all just sat here going away. So I'm thinking I was umming and ahhing about throwing it away because it just gets right in the way. But what I'm going to do is actually strip all the electrics off, strip this out, take the back plate out, and I'm actually going to spray it black and screw it to the wall in my office in here and use it as a cupboard. So I'm going to put a couple of shelves in here and have all like my regs books in there and stuff like that. So it's a very expensive cupboard, but it is actually sat here doing nothing, and it means I haven't got to buy a cupboard. See, that's, any of you've watched the first 2 or 3 videos, whatever I've done on my workshop, you'll know that yes, it's looking quite smart in here. I'm not going to deny it. It looks quite good. And to anybody else, it would probably cost them an absolute fortune to do it. But I'm in a unique position where I've run some lovely jobs in the past, and you, genuinely speaking, have things left over. And in some instances, quite a lot of stuff. So I'm trying to just lock this bloody cabinet. That's why you're looking at my feet. In some instances, you have a lot of stuff left over. And that's why I've been able to do the things I've done in here, you know, like all the trunking and conduit and everything else. Look at that massive pile of tools. They're all up for sale, by the way. If anybody's interested in any Hilti gear, get in touch with me via my Instagram if you can. Yeah, but just, you know, obviously the kitchen units I actually got for free from someone I know who used to work at a company that manufactured them. So anything that's got a damage on either the actual unit or the packaging, they throw away. So he managed to ship a load off to me. Scaffold boards, which I've done everywhere, I bought off a friend of mine for bugger all. He's a scaffolder, and there's only so much life you get out of a scaffold board. So afterwards, they sells them at £1 a foot. I think I spent about 300 quid on scaffold boards, and it just looks freaking awesome. Just finished it all off. The flooring I did have to buy, admittedly, that cost me probably a couple hundred quid, I'd imagine. And the timber for what I'm doing now I've had to buy, which has cost me about 300 quid. So it's not cheap, admittedly, but the end result is just so good. I think it's well worth the little bit of cost, because I'll be able to come here, do my work, and actually feel comfortable. I mean, you know, once I've sorted all this out here, got it all tidy, which I am in the process of doing, it's happening. There's no reason why you can't even do client meetings here. You know, you've got really, it's a big office in here. It's that wall there is 3.6 meters, and it's 2.7 meters across here. So it's a big space. You know, we're still able to have my tool rack in there. I might take that out just to make it a bit nicer in here, but I don't know. I'm not sure yet. Who knows? But yeah, making progress. So I've got another load. That there is 1 pack of timbers. Well, there's 9 there. One of them was really bowed, so I've took that out, because the rest of them I can manipulate into place, but the other one had like a genuine natural curve in it. So I've got 4 more packs of 10 that I need to stain up, because then I can start pinning them all the way across, and then hopefully it won't be too long and that wall will be finished, and then I can start working on that wall, and then, you know, they're not all going to be that. That's the only wall that's going to be done like that. I've just not quite decided how I'm going to finish these walls yet, but I'll soon know, probably. So I've got the last of the MDF up now, so I've been cutting them and painting them before I fit them. I mean, yeah, still a bit wet. You can see where it's been rolled, but in all truth, I don't care about that. It should dry a bit more even, but once it's all slatted, you won't even notice anyway. But yeah, really pleased with how it's going. So that wall will look freaking mint in there. And then, yeah, just need to get the rest of them sorted out. I think I'm going to keep the walls fairly light colour in the rest of it here, just so it's not dark, because that's obviously quite a dominating wall, that. But yeah, I managed to do it so they just slotted in behind those bits of timber. So what I'm going to do, because this cabinet is really heavy, I'm going to spray this black as well. If I didn't already say that, I might have done. I'm going to put another length of MDF like they have, one at the floor, one at the top, because they're fixed into the studs, so that I can put some 12mm MDF or ply all the way across there, probably MDF, get a good finish again. And then I know I can fix into that, and I'm going to get solid fixings, especially if I try and line it up on the studs as well. So yeah, that should work quite well. And then that will all be white, to be honest, keep it all a lighter colour. So white there, white behind me. But that cabinet will be black that's on it. And yeah, I think it looked quite smart, but let me know what you think in the comments. Okay, I've not done a great deal of filming today because I've been a bit bothered and just a little bit stressed. But made massive progress, so I'm going to flip you around and show you what I've done, talk you through what I've done as well, and yeah, it's starting to come together. The slatted wall is done all the way. I've left the last two off because I'm going to need them off to be able to get the wall panel in, okay? And what we've done over this side, fitted that first piece of MDF. We were going to paint, these walls were going to be white, remember? Well, that was painted white, look. It just completely absorbed it. The black, that's one coat of black, it just covers it. So the second one we've painted black, and we're going to paint that in situ black again. I've put then a strip over the join. We've got another strip here look, over the end. I've got to get a strip along the top because the ceiling runs out of level. But also, I've got a desk in. Oh yes, so this top is going to continue down this side to the floor, and likewise on the other end. So that is just shy of 2.4 meters long along there. So that's going to give me a really nice bit of desk space. I've gone higher than normal. This is actually worktop height, so this is 900 off the floor. So I can use it as a standing desk because, again, I feel you're a lot more productive if you're on your feet, and sitting down is actually, yeah, just can make you sort of get into a bit of a slump and lose your motivation. So I'm going to try and use it as a standing desk. However, my computer chair will go high enough to work at that desk height anyway. But yeah, I think it's looking quite smart. So I've got to stain all the timbers underneath still, so they all blend in as well. But I'm thinking it's going to be quite nice. So there's still quite a bit of space there at the end of the desk, just over 1 meter. God knows what I'm going to put there, to be honest. But I can, yeah, the idea is I want to get my notice board up on the wall in here. This thing here, like I said in the video before, I'm thinking I'm going to get it, strip all the electrical stuff off, spray it black and mount it on the wall in that corner there. Get a couple of shelves up this side so I can put my awards up there and things like that. And yeah, should hopefully look quite smart in here when it's all done. And then yeah, the rubber matting will come all the way through, right the way through into here. I'm going to redo the cover on these doors. So I'm going to leave that MDF on there and actually put a new sheet of MDF all the way over it, blocking out so it's one big slab. Gloss black again. Just make it so it all looks the same. So that wall will all be black now as well, rather than white. So we've used some strips there just to batten it all off. So I've got loads of really good fixings. But yeah, I'm quite pleased. I'm probably going to call it a day here now because I'm pretty knackered, I'm not going to lie. It's like 3 o'clock on Sunday. So yeah, but yeah, I'll be back shortly and to get this, get a load more done in here and get it finished off. Okay, I'm on my way back to the unit again. We're going to try and get this office finished off. So it's actually been quite a little while since I was in there doing stuff last, because
I've been away and work's been busy and everything else. So yeah, gonna try and get it smashed out. I've got to flip the screw fix quickly and grab a few bits, and then we can get down there and I'll show you where I got to rather, and we'll go from there. Okay, so I'm sorry if I'm sounding a bit rough. I've been away for a week with my family and my wife's parents, brothers and sisters and things, and my brothers-in-laws, and I got ill on the last day. Freaking typical, isn't it? You take a bit of time off and you get ill. So it's a bit of a mess in here at the moment because I'm in the process of putting together a photograph for Instagram. Stupid stuff we do, I know, but I'm just doing a picture of all my Milwaukee stuff because I've seen Milwaukee are doing a Tool Tuesday or something like that, and I was like, yeah, I'll get on that, why not? So I'm getting all the Milwaukee together, and oh my god, I've got way more than I thought I had. It's ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. I probably need to go to Milwaukee Anonymous if that's the thing. But I'll flip you around and I'll show you what we've been doing in there. I can't remember where I left you guys off, to be honest. I'm wearing a hat. I've decided to be a hat person. Might stick with it, might not, we'll see. But, because, well, basically, I've studied that. So, some of you may have noticed, on the back of my head, I always have a lot of little bald patches. Now, that is basically down to stress. So, what I actually do is pick at my head in my sleep. Don't even know I'm doing it. And sometimes during the day, again, don't even know I'm doing it. And I've created these awful bald patches. And it's a problem I've had now for a few years. And I go through stages of where it gets better and it gets worse, all depending on work at the time. I don't know how bad it is at the moment. It's not something I like to talk about really, and it's something I know people notice. And yeah, it bothers me. I'm not gonna lie, it does bother me. But you know, it is what it is. It's not a lot I can do about it. You know, you can try and remove yourself from stressful situations. However, when you're running a business, every day is it's a stressful day. You know, but it's not. It isn't. It's good and it's bad. But yeah. So just bit of a ramble. If any of you wondering, anyway. I'll flip you around and show you what I've done. It is Ramo with stuff in here at the minute, but I've got there on the wall. So I've mounted some more ply on these walls. I don't know if I'd show you this already or not. I've not had a chance to look through the old footage. I've got to redo the painting on here, another layer just so it's not so patchy. I've got a bit more MDF to put on here still, top, bottom, middle, etc. That wall's done. I've put up my big sign. So that cabinet there that's on the wall is just that is a Schneider enclosure. So admittedly that is like a £1,000 cabinet. However, it is second hand, which I was using as a temporary supply board because they are waterproof, they are IP rated, those panels. And inside of that we did have, if I've got it there, no, I think I've got rid of it now. I had a Eaton 3-phase distribution board which was feeding a load of 32 amp sockets and etc. So yeah, quite a freebie for me. I bought that from a company. Well, I bought a load of stuff from a company in Bristol that were closing down, and I got an absolute bargain on everything, and they sort of said, do you want that? And I was like, yeah, why not? So yeah, the timber work, I'm really happy with the timber work. Bench has gone in, it's absolutely covered in tools already, so all these tools are up for sale. If you haven't already seen on my Instagram, get over there, because some of it might still be available if you're lucky. So if you're a Hilti or a Bosch fan, get in my DMs on Instagram and we'll see what we can sort you out with. I've got to still do the border on this wall as well. So the idea is I'm going to have some steel conduit drops coming from the ceiling here to give me some sockets on the bench. What I do also want to have is I'm going to cut in is one of those wireless charging pads, because I think it's just quite nice, quite a cool little thing. I've got to paint that wall, so I've got racking on this wall here with loads of tools. Again, that Bosch saw is going, and a load of other bits. This wall is just going to get painted. It's a bit rough and ready, which is why we've covered the other walls, but we're just going to paint that one because it's mostly covered by the racking. But yeah, so it's coming together. It's going to be a nice little space day for me. It's bigger than it looks on the camera. It is, like that wall there is 2.5 meters long. That rear wall is about 3.5 meters long. So it's a decent sized space. But yeah, you can have a look at that. There's all the Milwaukee coming together. That's probably just over half of it. There's freaking loads of it, but I need to tidy up and it's so bad. It's terrible at the minute. But yeah, so plan today, I would really, well, we'll see if I get on with it or not, but I really would like to get these borders finished on here, and same again on this wall, get them all cut and fitted so it's ready just to paint, get the skirtings on, finish the floor off, get the ends on the desk because there's an end going on each side. And then pretty much there, really. I've got to put 2 new faces on these doors because these doors were vented because the guy who used to have this unit used this room as a spray room. So the air got sucked in through this side, through the doors, and he had this massive fan mounted on that wall on the outside, and it had this felt stuff on it again, and it would suck out there. So it was sucking clean air in here, although all he was doing was pumping the aerosol air back out into the same room. So effectively he's just circulating the same air. But it obviously works for spray painting, I guess, because it keeps the particles out of the air, I guess. I don't know, I'm not too sure how it works. But yeah, right, I'm going to put you down. I'm going to get some stuff more cleaned up in a minute, and then we can get on with it. Right, we're going to change this lighting, because originally this was going to just be my storeroom, but I decided to make it as my home, well, my work office, away from home. So we've got the stud buddies out on the ceiling. We found where the ceiling timbers are. So we're going to actually, the ceiling is really badly plastered, but I can live with that. We're going to get rid of the strip light that I put in, put that up in the loft space instead. And we're going to fit some Bell Lighting recessed LED downlights, which should be quite nice. So we found where they are. We're going to get the holes cut out and then start putting some cables in, because we need to do the socket drops on this wall as well, and that will. So I will show you as and when we do bits. Okie dokie. So still full of rubbish everywhere, but we cut out the new downlight positions. So they're 150mm holes for those downlights. What we've done, we've wired for a twin socket here, 2 network points, twin socket, another twin socket, another twin socket there, and just over here we'll have 1 twin socket down there, and I've got a little data cabinet that's going over here up above that window, so there'll be a little data cabinet there. So we've got 3 network points, and I've got a 4G router which is plugged into the window at the minute. Okay, so I want to crack on and get the second fixing done in the actual office of what me and my old man got done yesterday afternoon. So all that wiring was running really well, but the stuff doesn't get into screw fix until this afternoon. So I'm going to have a bloody good cleanup because it is long overdue. I've been saying in these videos I'm going to do it for freaking ages, and I do a little bit and then I get very bored because I have an incredibly short attention span. So I'm going to have a good cleanup in a minute, which I'm not going to show you for obvious reasons. And then hopefully by the time you see me again, I'll be back here and we can do some second fixing and get this office livened up, which would be awesome. I've also got a data cabinet I need to get fitted and things like that. So we'll see how we get on time-wise, but hopefully we can get a decent amount done this afternoon. So, as per usual, things don't go to plan. My order didn't arrive at Screwfix. So it is actually, I've not got a watch on, don't mind looking at the wrist. It's way into the afternoon now. I've been cleaning up this morning. I've been off and I've done a client meeting as well, which I needed to get done. So I can't actually finish the office, which is really freaking annoying because I was going to work a bit later tonight and get all the electrics second fixed. But yeah, I'll show you what we've done in a minute. So we've put the conduit drops in. This is what I'm waiting for though. I'm waiting for the data point. I'm waiting for the extra twin sockets as well. So conduit drops are in there. Another conduit drop there. Conduit drop there with the socket ready to go. I've got to finish the timber work up here still, but yeah, whatever. My nice board from the vinyl guys. Yeah, so I can't actually finish any of that, but I've been doing quite a bit of tidying. I'm still getting there. There's a lot to do. It's a big workshop and I've got a lot of stuff. So it's not going to be a quick process, but I've mounted these brackets on the wall here so that I can actually get things up off the floor, and I know exactly where everything is now. So I've got 5 cable reelers on there at the moment. I've got another one in the van. Didn't even know I had so many. There you go.
The step ladders are here, tidied up a bit more now. All this gear is ready to go off on a job. It's just sat there waiting at the minute for the guy to give us the go-ahead with a date. I still got to finish these doors as well, and some of this wall. I'm missing a few planks, but so I'm just going to carry on tidying this afternoon and get this all wrapped up. So what that does mean is I'm going to leave the video right here, right now. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. There will be a second video coming as I get the office all completely finished off and get the doors finished and everything else. But yeah, so thank you for bearing with me. If you've got any ideas or things you think I should do in here, please get in the comments and let me know, because I am incredibly open to suggestions. You know, I want this to be a nice space for me to be able to come do my quoting and that, and potentially even bring clients if I need to for doing design work. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys very, very soon.